Hi everyone, I'm MaryAnn. I'm a visual artist and voice coach from Singapore. Welcome to day 12 of my 100-day creative vlog project, where I put up a daily video for the next 88 more days, where I share about the creative process, the artist journey, about pursuing your passion, about following your dreams, following your heart, all these things that I am really passionate about sharing. And I hope that you find some value in these videos, and if you have questions about any of these things, do post it in the comments or directly message me, and it would greatly help me too, because I have 88 more days of videos to record and publish. So I would appreciate any form of inspiration that can help get me through the next 88 days in terms of what topics I can talk about. So yesterday I shared more about the worthy purpose and how it is very specific and very individual, and each one of us, we're on our own journey, so it is very normal to feel like you are totally alone in your journey, because you are. Nobody else has the same journey as you. Nobody else has the same worthwhile purpose as you. It is very specific to you. And it's okay that you are alone in this journey, but you are not totally on your own, because everyone else is on their own path. Everyone else is figuring out their own worthy purpose. At least that's my vision for the world, and I hope everyone would one day be on a path that is worthwhile to them. And as a result of that, you are not alone. You have people with you. And even if you do feel alone, okay, I'm here for the next at least for the next 88 more days, posting a daily video sharing about all these things, so that at least there is one other person out there who is pursuing something worthwhile to them. So you're not alone in that. Okay. So interestingly, I didn't expect it, but yesterday I talked about my 12-year stint of dreaming about being a contemporary Christian pop singer-songwriter, and it's not a dream that I have anymore. So it's a very interesting thing about dreams and about pursuing our passion and pursuing what is worthwhile to us, because first of all, it changes as we evolve and as we grow as well. And the other thing is that it is only in the process of actually pursuing this thing that we find worthwhile at this point in time that it allows us to see other possibilities that we otherwise may not have seen, and as a result of that, we get a chance to open up other doors that could open up to other things, and so on and so forth. But the key thing here is that when that idea comes to you, and when there's this worthwhile thing for you to pursue at this point in time, a very important key thing is that you have to answer the call. Well, not that you have to, it is your choice. But what I'm saying is that, when we answer the call, when we go after what is that thing that matters to us at this point in time, that is worthwhile to us right now, another thing opens up, and another, and so on. So for example, coming back to my own story, when I had this dream to be a contemporary Christian pop singer-songwriter, and I had it for a very long time, and finally I had the opportunity to go to Nashville, Tennessee, which is known as the music capital in the US, and also the contemporary Christian pop scene is kind of based there, so the record labels that produce this genre of music, they're all located there, so that's why I chose to go there. And when I was there, interestingly, what I found was that I learned a lot more about the music industry. I met other talented singer-songwriters, and I started to see that maybe this lifestyle of being a singer-songwriter isn't actually for me. But it was something that I didn't see before when I was here in Singapore dreaming about this, looking at this dream that I wanted to have. But when I was there in Nashville, when I was surrounded by it, I had a reality check. And one of the biggest reality checks for me was when one of my teachers in this university, he told me that the life of a songwriter is basically you show up at the studio or at a room, or at somebody's, or at your collaborator's office or workspace or something, and you're basically spending the whole day, 8 hours, office hours basically, trying to churn out a hit song, or trying to write a hit song. And at that moment in time, I was like, OMG, like this is this is not the life that I wanted. Like, I don't want to be spending, 8 hours a day in a studio with someone, at a piano, right, trying to churn out stuff. Like, I like doing it for fun. I like it when the inspiration comes and I work at it, to get the song out. But when it became an assignment, like I had, songwriting assignments because that was one of my majors. It was difficult. It was really difficult for me to sit there and, force a song to appear. And of course, at that time also, I didn't understand a lot about the creative process. So I was also struggling with that. Yeah. But because I was there, so one is that, I had a reality check of what actually living this dream would be like for me. And because I had a reality check, I realized that it wasn't what I wanted. Like, songwriting for me it felt more like I enjoy it, but I don't know if I want to make a career out of it, because that's two different things completely. And then it left me with a question of, okay, so what am I supposed to do then? So that got me on another journey of trying to figure out what was my calling again, what was my path. And I was still religious back then. No longer religious as of 7 years ago, but this was still like 2010, 2011, so I was still quite religious, trying to figure out what my calling, what God's will for me is. And yeah, and interestingly, that led me to, do in my final semester to take on introduction to drawing class. And that was where I had a flashback to when I was 8 years old, and I really wanted to be an artist, and I love to draw. And I was told that artists don't make any money, and I basically completely forgot about this dream. I even forgot about this moment where I was told that artists don't make money. And that dream came back to me, and that was when a new door opened up. So very interestingly, if I had not gone to Nashville, if I hadn't wanted to be a contemporary Christian pop singer-songwriter, and if I hadn't pursued it and gone to Nashville to see what that dream would be like, I wouldn't have realized more about myself and related to that dream. And I also wouldn't have done that drawing class that led to me rediscovering my childhood artist dream. So I guess what I'm saying is that, life is a very unpredictable journey, and a lot of times we have this inkling of something that we feel passionate about, that we feel that resonates with us, that we feel is something worthwhile, at least at this point in time. And I would encourage you to just go for it. Just take some action and pursue it, because it's only when you do that then you can discover whether it's truly something that resonates with you and truly something that works for you. And if not, it will lead you to something else. And it will lead you a lot closer to that thing which truly means something to you and that is truly a worthwhile purpose for you. So if you like these videos, subscribe to my channel on YouTube, or like my Facebook page. And if you have questions, do let me know in the comments or directly message me, and I'll see you tomorrow.